What's going on, guys? So on this Shoky Quickie, we come down to the last 52 toys figure that I got, and it is the BB12 DARKNET. It's cool. And I think they're going with DARKNET. They want to say dark web, just because they're avoiding that slight pun, I guess? I don't know. All the names are some kind of reference to something. Who knows? But it's a spider bot. And it says 52 toys. BEASTBox logo is up there. Of course, BB12. I feel like I've actually done these backwards. Like this was first and the other one's like Leviathan, I think, was the last. Hold on. Big Power is 13 and Leviathan is 14. I have done these backwards. That's funny. So you come over here, you see Beast Mode, Box Mode. And come around to the back. Look at that guy. Look at it. All the warnings and things like that. Then you got Box Thingy. That, though, I kind of wonder about that. I'll have to look at something here. And then, of course, you got him over here. And it looks pretty good. But the box, I don't really show you a whole lot. I kind of wish they did the partial color thingy there. But it still looks cool. So, I'm going to pull out the instructions real quick because I need to see something. And then we'll get going. Okay, so here we've got DARKNET in his box mode. Because, well, we're kind of alternating back and forth. And it looks pretty cool. Same box charger as usual. Go ahead and pull him out. Leave that back there. And you can see him here in his box mode. There's a kind of definitely not hidden face. And all the legs going around, things like that. Although this, I feel like that's not supposed to be sticking out the bottom the way it is. I feel like that should be tucked up a little bit higher. Oh, there it goes. Anyways, so looks pretty cool. Like, it's not really hiding a whole lot of anything. There's only one piece that's not there. This is one of the first ones I've gotten that has a sticker. So, like, this optic camouflage, kind of rainbow, sparkly sticker here. That's the first one I've gotten that has a sticker. Everybody else has tampoed or just paint. So that's cool. I digs it. It's got some character to it. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. It's pretty simple. So first, you want to untab the arms here, and there's just those little tabs that go into tiny slots there. And then you've got the little mandibles here. They just sort of clip over those tiny posts. And this is the thing that wanted to slide up. And got his legs here that are tabbed into each other up front and then into each other here. So we just want to unfold those and then untab them from each other a little bit. And then we can flip this around. Got a double hinge action here. And we want to kind of break these free. There's an interesting hinge system there. And they're sort of tied together. It's interesting, but you really just wanted to split that open. And then for the just kind of a basic mode, that's kind of it. It does have sort of a little bit more going on later. And then you can actually push that down. And that actually, if you look at it here, it inserts a pin into a hole right there. Going to lock the body together. And there he is in spider mode. And, you know, a lot of people are creeped out by spiders. I'm kind of okay with most of them. As long as they're not trying to actually actively hurt me. Most of the time, they do a good thing. And I think, like, he's got the most personality out of all the ones I've gotten so far, and that's saying a lot. Considering it's something that doesn't have real eyes, just kind of got these pins and orange things, and then vents that are sort of eyes. Now these you can pull forward to kind of bring it up like that. That's kind of a personal preference. So he's got his normal 6 legs, and then kind of like pedipalps, I believe is what they are called. They're like 4 legs, but they aren't necessarily for walking. They're kind of more for feeling and then helping get food to the face. It's got a lot of articulation. So these can rotate independently here. They can rotate there, and they have a hinge under there. And then an extra knuckle up here. So, you know, given the extra arms and the way he can do things, he really does get more personality, more expressiveness. It's just interesting. And then these can move independently of each other and then rotate like so. It's pretty neat. And then the individual legs, you know, they splay out like that. They got double joints like so. And then, of course, the main joint itself can move about. I don't like the fact that they're tied together, which makes it awkward. because it gets off center and then they bump into each other like the blue discs. And of course, he is probably referencing Spider-Man with that color scheme. Let's just be honest here. Now he does have his whole back end here. It says steel wire and got some silver paint there. Looks pretty good. And you can see he does have a spider logo, which is pretty cool. It's like his face. And does have some cord going on in there and a little metal hook. So he's got some die cast in here. I'm raising that up a little bit because he is probably the biggest figure. I'll be doing a comparison here shortly. Now, if you want to do a little bit more, you can pull this back and then flip this out. Hold on, I've got to finagle this a little bit. Okay, so you've got a peg there and kind of a clip there. You just want to do that number right there and then go ahead and slide that into place. Make sure that's tabbed in there. Now that's all secured and kind of in that upward position. You can also bring the head forward like that. And if you come up under here, you can get to that nice shiny metal hook. And you can extend the string out of there, as they call it, the steel wire. Now, one thing I was looking up, there doesn't seem to be a locking mechanism for this. Like, and it's kind of sad. Like, one thing I was looking at on the box was just that it showed the cord sort of extended, but like holding at a certain height. And that's not something you can do that I've seen. Now, he does have this tab under here, but that's mostly for hooking that on. But I always wondered if maybe that could do a thing. So, one thing they're showing on the box, to take your box chargers, get a buttload of them. Like, this is literally all of my box chargers. So, the 10 that I have for the normal usage, so that's the top. And it showed to use at least a minimum of 5. Actually, I need to split them open, like so. And you can hook him like so. So with 5, one that does have enough leverage to pull that over if you're not careful. But like, that's a really long journey, so to speak. Like, see, you can hear that, like, just extra sound there, and it's not really holding on to anything. And I kind of wish there was, like, an extra tab there or something to help it. It just bothers me. But I think what they're doing is actually using the kind of grips. Like, he's got a little bit of teeth on the end of the legs. I think he's actually holding on like this. And the string is holding some tension, I think is what they were doing. So he's being supported by the boxes. Yeah. So with the combination of the string and the boxes, he can climb a tower. That's really freaking cool. If I'm honest, I digs that. Now, just while he's out like that, actually, that's not going to do me any good. Let's just go ahead and do comparisons to everybody. Yeah, see, it comes down. But you need the combination, because I tried doing that without having a string attached, and you just couldn't grip enough. I do wish, once again, that there was some type of fixed gear there or something. And this is how you do this. So you kind of want to have that, tucked inward, so to speak. You want the hook to go inside, and then, am I tightening it or loosening it? I was loosening it. And it can't rotate either way, so that's not a huge deal. So let's just get him out here with everybody else for comparisons. I'm going to go ahead and tone him down just a little. Oh, I didn't realize. Forgot each leg can rotate. Maybe just these back ones. Oh, just the back ones can rotate. How about that? Literally just learned that. So there he is. I don't know if any of that was on screen, to be totally honest. So let's put the tower of boxes out of the way. And we will bring in the last ones. So bring in Big Power, since I didn't do any comparison prior to that. And we'll bring in Leviathan, who's actually kind of small in this case. And then we go back to good old Pinchy, who I guess overall size, if you add in the length, does kind of get him a little bit bigger. I have to back out a little, aren't I? To get the whole thing in frame. There we go. And then Echo Blaster, who I still need to get the newer versions of, which I'm having a hard time doing. And then basically, I'm just going to have representations of different ones. So there's MoMA, Ghost Dog, JoJo, which I'll put back here. And then, of course, first D10. So let's get Pinchy a bit further back here. So, yeah, there's the kind of basic versions of all the Beast boxes, at least the ones that I've got. Like I don't have the Rhino or the Hippo, stuff like that. And then of course there's just variations thereof. Like there is a black version of Darknet coming, so I'm gonna get that because it looks awesome. Plus, if I have two towers, I can have two spiders hanging. But I think like he's the most expressive. Like Pinchy, I had a ton of fun of, especially when applied to Devastator. Like Devastator had a pet. I thought that was immensely fun. But like I need the other birds because I don't have Sonic Beat, who seems to be hard to get. And then the new like outer space one, like NASA flavored bird. So I need to get that one, but it's not out yet. I've only seen it pre-ordered like one place, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get it. But I dig this. I love these toys. I think they're awesome. Sometimes they get pricey, and like some of the rarer variations I just can't get, and I'm sad by that. I really want the Metal Wartail ones, and I don't think there's any way for me to get those. And there's even a Shinobi version of that, and I really want it, but I missed the pre-order. I don't think I can get him. So, but that's it for this review. Love the little spider guy. But I will see you guys whatever the next one is. And remember, as always, keep on webbing.